Hello everyone, my name is Nice Princess, also known as Nicey, and welcome to my video on why I love Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. I'm sure some of you may have your guesses, but after some soul searching, I came to the real reason why I love this little bundle of luck so much. So, I thought it was only fair to share it with you all. Some backstory first, on Oswald, and then myself. Oswald was made in 1927, a year before Mickey's debut, and was a star. While his first cartoon pitch wasn't exactly the best, Walt's next cartoon with the Lucky Rabbit was a smash hit, and people grew to love Oswald quickly and immensely. This resulted in many cartoons being made over the years starring Oswald, and yet, his time in the spotlight was short-lived. At the end of the year, when Walt had to renew his contract with UBI Works at Universal, Walt was expected to take a pay cut as well as a much smaller staff. Walt refused, and with that refusal, he lost his Lucky Rabbit. Walt went on to create the mouse we know and love, Mickey Mouse, and was able to push the mouse to become a star with ease, using the tricks he had learned with Oswald. Oswald was soon lost into obscurity and was soon trapped in what we know as Wasteland. It wouldn't be until Epic Mickey was released, when Disney received the rights to Oswald back, that our little Lucky Rabbit finally had the spotlight back. And where was I when Epic Mickey was announced? Simple. Playing a Disney princess game with my little brother. I didn't pay much attention to Epic Mickey at the time because, well, to be honest, I was scared of it because of the box art. The Lucky Rabbit wouldn't be known to me until much, much later. But let's go back a bit, to my beginning. I was a pretty happy, independent child growing up, though I was a bit of a narcissist. I went through kindergarten through 3rd grade in a breeze, and then 4th grade rolled around and the bullying started. In 4th grade it wasn't as bad. Just boys I would normally play with calling me weird and running away. It was tame, but it still stung. Middle school is when it got much, much, much worse. I won't go into too much detail, but let's just say it was so bad that a kid like me, that adored school, mind you, never wanted to go back. Thankfully, high school was my salvation. I met one of my best friends ever in my freshman year, simply because of their Dipper Pines hat, and we soon became friends over a shared love of art, Gravity Falls, and Five Nights at Freddy's. I even up dragging them into Undertale. They were reluctant, but I did it. They were my first real friend in years, and they made me feel super happy. In 10th grade is when I was truly saved from drowning in my own darkness. A teacher even noticed my change, as the walls I built around my heart to keep myself safe were breaking down. They weren't needed anymore. I was more open, less defensive and snappy, and just generally happier. Then I discovered Bendy and Boris, The Quest for the Ink Machine. Yes, you have the most popular series on my channel to thank for me finding out about Oswald the Lucky Frickin' Rabbit. I watched Haley's first few dubs on the series and fell in love with the story, already recognizing the art styles as Rouge-sama's, as I had been following her for about a year or two at that point. I checked out the blog that Rouge had made and decided to throw my hat into the ring. I dubbed my first episode and kept going due to what I thought was a huge demand at the time. 100 views and 10 likes was huge for me back then. Then the episode where Oswald was introduced arrived. I went to look up his voice so that I could properly mimic it, and ended up watching a couple Epic Mickey 2 cutscenes. Character voice research that was supposed to take 10 minutes ended up in me watching all the cutscenes from the first and second Epic Mickey games and becoming obsessed with the Lucky Rabbit. I wanted to learn more, needed to know who he was, and what happened to him to make him forgotten. I had a hunch there was more to the story than what was being shown. And I was right. Oswald's history struck a chord with me. In a way, I saw parallels between us. A bright beginning followed by one of the darkest periods of our life, only for someone to come along and save us from ourselves, give us another chance. And I loved that about him, that despite what he went through, he's willing to give people another chance, that he's willing to stand by his brother's side, despite the animosity he started off with towards him, that he's willing to stand tall and do his best for the people he cares about. That's why I love him so much. He reminds me of how much I've grown and how I'm still changing. He's the character I turn to when I'm having a bad day and need to pick me up. He's the character I turn to remind myself that while things may be rough at the moment, you never know when a miracle and a sunrise will be right around the corner. Oswald, thank you. Thank you so much for giving me hope. You may not be a real person, but you mean the absolute world to me. You make me happy, and you help me wait for a brighter day. I hope you get the time in the spotlight you deserve soon. You make lots of people happy, not just me. And I can't wait to see you finally in the spotlight. Thank you so much for listening, my lovely lords, ladies, and non-binary royalty. I love you all so much. And thank you for watching this sentimental video where I spill my heart out. I can't wait to see y'all in the next one. And I really hope you remember that there's always that hope waiting for you. Never give up. You got this.